Marvin sipping yin yak. Drinks down, hell nah, I'ma drink that.
Sports and Wine, it's your boy Waskar. We got good people here today. Special guests over here. We got Jerry Duke. We got Hector. We got the usual boys here.
Yeah.
Rolando and Andre. And we joke a lot. We have a lot of fun, but I think that anything sports related, as far as discussions, podcasts, if you're not leading with talking about the recent passing of Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna, and everyone who was involved in that helicopter crash, you're not really doing your show right. So we have to not just take a moment, but we're going to go in depth on the impact of this man and everything he's done for the game, for sports, for culture, for motivational speech, like just an overall mentality, mom mentality, that is, right? And for me, this is really crazy. Like, all these guys here know me, and everyone knows me. It's like I did not only was I not a Kobe fan, I was a Kobe hater. Right? I used to avidly root for him, root against him, always pick someone else over him, always say this and that. But that being said, I watched so much basketball throughout my life. I'll never forget really getting to that basketball at the age of 6. Pretty random. Like, I really followed a Houston Rockets team that had Hakeem Olajuwon and old Charles Barkley, and then later Scottie Pippen for a little bit. And so it's just like, that was like one of the teams I really started following. But then I just started watching more and more basketball, and I always started rooting against the Lakers, but I saw so much of Kobe, and one thing is that I'd always be like, don't make the shot. And geez, he would make the fucking shot every time. And it was just the craziest shots that he would make. What looks like, who's doing 18-foot fadeaways? Back then, no one was really shooting the threes off the dribble like that. Yeah. And he's just knocking threes off the dribble. And he's not even considering himself a knockdown shooter. I mean, he's locked down defense. His intensity's at another level. And I think a lot of it is that, I've told people this one-offs, but like, players that I've always rooted for, like, I'm a big Carmelo Anthony fan, Rasheed Wallace, Patrick Ewing, Shaq. It's like, these guys are all great players, but they're all one way or another flawed, one way or another human, one way or another kind of like have their vices, kind of succumb to whatever shortcoming that they may have. Kobe wasn't that. I think what I hated about Kobe, what I didn't understand about him, is that he was willing to obsess and go that next level for what he cared about most, because he knew what he had to do in order to win. And I think when you can't relate to that next level of greatness, which, I mean, honestly, to say I can't, it's like, that's what it was. And that was the root of it. It's like, I just like, damn, this guy is not human.
Yes. That's what Kobe said. People don't hate good people. People hate great players.
And I think Kobe's loss is just really crushing, but having his daughter is part of that as well. The more as everything comes up and you're looking on Instagram with the videos, and like, you kind of already saw the daughter come around more. It was really beautiful, their relationship, and you saw that they were specifically close. So it's so crushing. And there's a couple here. There's some fathers in this group, and I know that they probably just want to do everything for their kids. And so I would, and I love all those kids as if they were my nieces and nephews, and I wouldn't want to wish that on anyone. So. And you
coach kids.
Yeah.
Hey,
so this is to 248 Mamba. We're dedicating the show to you. We're dedicating, a lot of things that we're doing in our lives to you, because you've impacted all of our lives that much. I mean, me and this guy have probably argued about you for as long as we've known each other. I mean, that's how much of our time you've consumed. That means you've had a big impact on our lives.
Yeah.
And so, I know I went long because it's been a bit of an emotional thing for me, but I don't know. Let's just kind of just go with it, guys. Everyone kind of talk about it, and then we'll do our favorite.
A Kobe story.
Let's do it. What's your Kobe story?
I don't know if anyone remembers my apartment in Mount View. I had the Kobe over my bed, and when my fiance now, Rianne, moved in, she was like, begged me to get rid of it. She's like, why do you have these posters, this sport poster over your bed? You know what I mean? It's like, I'm 23, 24.
Yeah.
I was like, honestly, it's Kobe. It motivates me every day.
Yeah.
Just because I know, like, he puts 100% in. So I used to, like, wake up. It sounds corny, but, like, you're tired of this and that. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I got to get it going, this and that. And that's just what he represented to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he passed away Sunday. We're recording this at the end of the week. I haven't watched one video of him playing basketball, this or that. All like I've watched videos of all of him talking, the speech, you know, him with his daughter, and that's what's hitting hard. You know what I mean? 'Cause, like, he lived his life. He's 41. You know, he's lived a life enough for more than most of us are gonna live to put together.
Imagine,
you know what I mean? But she was just starting out. You know what I mean?
13.
Yeah, and I just all the young people on the plane or the helicopter, and who didn't get to leave their legacy. Because who knows? It could have been even greater than Kobe's. We don't know.
Yeah.
And I honestly feel like his career after basketball was going to be greater than his career in basketball. What he was getting into with the media and coaching and
mentoring.
Yeah,
everything.
All these young players now, they all have a story for Kobe. You know what I mean? Like, did you guys hear about Ben McLemore?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And working out the Mamba, and Kobe was like,
Kyrie,
you're going to be in the league. And it's
Jason
just
Tatum.
everyone. It's crazy. And that was, who would have thought that was Kobe 10, 15 years ago? No one was like, that's not Kobe.
Yeah.
That's not. But once he was out of the league, he was just like,
even Sherman, remember?
Yeah.
Richard Sherman, he texted him after that Achilles thing and said, "Are you being a big baby?"
I've been watching Australian Open, and all the tennis players have all been touched by Kobe in some way or another. Like Djokovic, he won the other day. He was like, when I was going through a rough patch, Kobe was there to help me. And I was like, this guy's from Serbia, you know what I mean? So it's like,
it's crazy. I don't know how he did it. Because you put the timeline of the helicopter crash. He had talked to LeBron that morning, was giving him congratulations just that morning after he passed him in, third all-time scoring. He had contacted Shaq's son, who was just going through the heart, who was just transferring schools all that morning. He had went to church that morning. Yeah. He's just coach. You know what I mean? It was just like this guy was everywhere, doing everything for everyone, trying to help out what he could. You know what I mean? But never took his foot off the pedal with his family.
Never.
He was there.
That's why he flew the helicopter.
He just so he couldn't miss time.
He wanted to be with his family as much as possible. He said he hated the traffic. He wanted to just fly the helicopter and be with his family.
Exactly.
It hurts.
Yeah. My favorite Kobe moment, it's very Joval, but, it's just honestly having a pair of Kobe shoes. I had the Kobe 4s, the basketball shoes, and, I loved playing in those. But my favorite moment of his was actually when he tore his ACL, I think it was, or
the Achilles.
His Achilles, when he tore his Achilles, and he was still out there shooting those free throws at the end of that. Right, exactly. And that was very powerful to me, just because I've been through injuries and stuff like that, so seeing him be able to power through something like that,
that's crazy to think about, actually. That's crazy.
So that was that was a huge moment for me, like a huge Kobe moment. But other than that, I love Kobe. I think my favorite thing was honestly wearing the Kobe 4s when I played basketball. I was like,
you felt like Kobe.
Yeah,
you felt like Kobe.
Right.
I feel like Kobe. Yeah. And that ain't the new sweater, man. You can check the first episode, the worst episode we made, but he has that I feel like Kobe sweater.
Yeah, you can't find anything Kobe now.
Did you want to say a piece or anything? I kind of want to. Let's do rounds, and then everyone should finish with their favorite Kobe moment.
What about you?
Okay. Well, so for me, I didn't really start paying attention to basketball until let's say 05, 06. And that was when, to me, that's still the most, from 05, 06 to when LeBron left for Miami. That era of basketball was the most fun for me, because there were so many teams up and coming. There was so many. It was just a very exciting time, because you had the Celtics were really good, the Lakers were really good, you had the Suns, you had the Bulls coming up with D Rose and the Rookie of the Year run that he had, but Kobe was always someone I had a lot of fun watching, and through that, I with my brother, we ended up, playing basketball a lot of the time too, going to the park, him understanding more about what basketball is than I did, so he could try to teach me what he knew from what he saw, and so in a way, indirectly, Kobe helped make helped
Bring a bond.
bring a bond, bring something that me and my brother could connect with.
Mm.
And so that's why I owe a lot to him for that. And all this week I've been watching his 60-point game that he did at the end of his career.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the film he made where I forget who produced it, but it was where in the 2007-8 season where they followed him throughout an entire game.
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee, there,
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
And just like see him speak like Spanish to Pau, speak Italian to his other teammates. That was just incredible. And
I don't know how he spoke all these languages.
I don't know either.
Luka Doncic said he was talking shit to him in Slovenian. Just being fluent.
Well, he grew up in Europe, right?
Yeah.
That's really how he's a different kind of cat.
Which brings us to that one.
Exactly. The Italian one.
Yeah.
Kobe.
Yeah. So, and then I recently was getting into like his other stuff that he's doing after basketball, and I was just like, man, this guy didn't want to let basketball define who he was.
Exactly.
Didn't want to be the only thing that defined him. Didn't want to be the only thing that he was known for.
Yeah.
And then watching his short film that he made,
It's great.
it was beautiful. It was heartbreaking at the end because knowing that this guy who made something so beautiful wasn't here anymore, and finding out that his daughter was also with him that Sunday morning. It hit me really hard because our little sister is the same age, like the exact same age.
Yeah.
And so just imagining that and really hit me way harder than I thought it would, because I never met Kobe. Most of us have met Kobe, but just realizing just how much of an impact his death had on me was something that was very surprising. But yeah.
I agree with everything everybody said here. Because of sports, the Black Mamba, legend, left a legacy. You see it with the young players, and you see everything like that. To me, because I hated Kobe. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna front. You know what I mean? Like, I hated Kobe. I'm a Bulls fan. I mean, I'm like, I hate you.
Next fan,
bro.
I'm saying,
You
yeah,
know
I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, you know
Alright.
what I mean? I was like, no, Jordan is always better than Kobe. You know what I mean? It's debatable to everybody, different generations and everything. But to me, what really hit me and really made me respect Kobe on a whole nother level, and then bring it back and really think outside the box, was how he was outside of basketball.
Yeah.
The way that he carried himself, the way he loved his family, did everything for his family, helped out everybody, like we were all saying. That thing just took this guy from like an NBA legend to something far more than that. You know what I mean? And
I wanted to be Kobe. You know what I mean?
I
it had nothing to do with basketball.
Exactly. I want to be Kobe after basketball.
Yeah,
like, man, the way that
He was a role model.
I wanted to be him as a father, as a husband.
How he did that when he was
Man,
training with
He was
his
definitely a
Yeah.
role model.
Never satisfied.
Beyond just
Never
basketball, he was a role model.
Role model.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And how are you so humble
Right.
when in the court you were just a fucking animal?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You ain't care about
exactly.
nothing.
He knew what it took to get what he wanted on the court, to be a 5-time champion.
Yeah.
And the thing was, he wasn't like accidentally humble, because I'm pretty sure he knows he's the best, right? In his mind, he thinks he's the best. He knows he's the man, you know, but he's still very humble about it, right? You know what I mean? So it's very good it's very refreshing to see someone like that. And it's
like I
it's
said,
very
I'm a
heartbreaking to
Jordan
lose someone
fan,
like
right?
that.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. I'm a Jordan fan, but I know Jordan's a fucking asshole
Right.
all day to his teammates, to people outside.
He's
He
still
don't give a
kind
fuck
of
about shit.
asshole.
No, yeah, he don't give a fuck about shit.
Jordan's still an asshole.
Which, and you see, and he knows he's the GOAT. He knows he's the legend. He with this fucking cigar and shit. And then you see this other guy, man, and the worst part about it is, like, he was doing some normal thing. You know what I'm saying? He was taking his daughter. I mean, and then nothing.
Practice.
He was trying to help out everybody
Basketball,
else. Like, here,
yeah.
you guys you don't have to deal with traffic. Come with us.
Yeah, it's sad. It sucks.
This is as sad as a death can be for me. That's
It's-
not related to me. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
It's
Like,
absolutely insane.
Michael Jackson hit me so hard.
Yeah.
But he was a little older and he was going through his things. Muhammad Ali hit me really hard, but he was older and his legacy was over. And I can't imagine anyone else that.
It was so unexpected.
Mike,
it was
yeah.
just
Yeah.
Sunday,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
like we all like everyone's gonna know where they were when that happened. Like I was, having brunch when that happened. Like
I was beating Rolando in Madden.
Ready for work?
Well, okay. So, and then my thing hit me double, back to back. You know what I'm saying? Like I lost my grandpa that Friday. You know what I'm saying? So I lost my grandpa that Friday. And that's my grandpa. That hurts unconditionally. And I was like, man, that sucks. You know what I mean? But then I realized and I thought about it, man. I got to see him. I got to grow up. I'm 28 years old. Not a lot of people get to see their grandparents and stuff like that. And then Sunday, I'm at Safeway, just chilling, trying to get my mind right. And I see Kobe die. Kobe didn't die.
That was my first thoughts.
Yeah,
When I
saw
heard
the TMZ.
I heard the news, the first thing I thought was, no, that's not true. Kobe
I think I hacked just because LeBron just passed him the night before.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought
It's
it was some Laker hater, like, didn't like the new Lakers, like,
But then you think about, like, that gap, right? It's my grandpa was 68. Still young. Kobe's 41. Baby Gigi is 13. Basically, what I'm trying to get at is, like, dad and the way that life works, you're not promised tomorrow, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No matter how old you are, no matter how healthy you think you are, no matter what, you always gotta just remember to say I love you to the person next to you, to hit up your brother, hit up your friends. I mean, like, because you never know. This might be the last fucking time, you know what I mean? You never think about it. Kobe has all the money in the world, 5-time champion, basically untouchable. That's a certainty, man. When we're born, we got that certainty. There's gonna be death, man.
Yeah.
But let's lighten it up and let's go with Kobe moments that we love.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Start it up, youngster.
My favorite Kobe moment? Jeez. Honestly, it's kind of cheating. It's those finals against the Celtics. Those were some of the most fun basketball I've ever got to see. And I was never as excited watching basketball as I was back then. That's why I see the cutoff point being when LeBron joined the Heat, because then that was like the era of LeBron and the Warriors, which was kind of boring to me. That's another story for another time. But yeah, it would be those NBA finals. Those wars that they had with the Celtics.
That was fun.
That
Andrew
was-
Bynum.
So
Andrew
Pau
Bynum.
Gasol, Derek Fisher, come on.
Yeah.
All right. Mine is remember when Yao Ming came to the league, right? And it was all about Yao versus Shaq. It was a big rivalry, right? And it's like Yao Ming came in and just like, goddamn, big ass dude's doing all this footwork crazy, right?
7.4.
And so they had a regular season game lined up, right? And it's announced that Shaq's not going to play day of. So everyone's like, oh, Yao's just going to cook these guys, right? Kobe fucking dunks on Yao. I'm like, are you serious? And Kobe just like single-handed. It's like the second leading scorer was like Samaki Walker, and it was like, but then Kobe just fucking is like, hold up, and like he just takes over this shit, and it's like that was a good Rockets team. That had Steve Francis, Cuttino Mobley, that had, and then obviously Yao was on that team.
Was there?
No, he wasn't there yet. He wasn't there yet. It was those guys got traded to Orlando for him, and then Kelvin Cato. And Kelvin Cato, but like that was all. That was just a crazy game because it was Kobe making a statement. There was so many of the moments, but I'll never forget that game because there was a lot of hype for it because of the Yao Shaq rivalry, and it was like Kobe was like, you almost forgot, and he just like went off on that game.
Yeah. You
there's so many more.
You brought a gem.
Yeah, that's a gem.
That's a gem.
I'll never forget that.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's a really good one. I mean, there's so many examples, and I really don't even know where to start from or which one to pick. But I mean, I just really liked Kobe during the early 2000s when he was playing with Shaq during the Phil Jackson era.
Yeah.
Kobe.
Little Afro.
Afro Kobe.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. That he had number 8 Kobe when he was just out there doing it. And I mean, you could just pick any moment from just that era, and I mean, it'd probably be a favorite moment of mine.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's gonna be tough not having him around.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna cheat a bit and give a few answers. So my first basketball game I ever been to was the Lakers.
Yeah.
About 10, it was 2002, and Shaq didn't play. My whole family's Shaq fans, like my dad, my stepmom. But I was Kobe fan, always Kobe fan. Because, you're young, you like the athletic guys out there moving. And they were like sad, and my dad didn't want to go anymore. And I was like, no, don't you do something? You know what I mean? You're like, no, we're going. I just remember being in awe of him. He was the Warriors. He didn't have a great game. He had like 20-something points.
It was Lakers and Warriors?
It was Lakers and Warriors. It was at the Oracle Arena. Yeah.
That's funny.
And he shot. It was a terrible performance. He didn't shoot well, but he was giving it his all on defense. And I forgot who the shooting guard was. Before the We Believe team, who was the shooting guards earlier for the Warriors?
You were 10.
Yeah.
So, no, it was Gilbert Arenas for Larry Hughes. It was Larry
Hughes. That's who it was. And
Yeah.
Larry Hughes was going off the whole game. And then Kobe clamped him in the fourth quarter to get the win. We mentioned the Achilles free throws earlier. That just shows so much heart. The 81 points in Toronto.
Hello.
That to me is more impressive than Wilt Chamberlain's 100, just because.
Well,
if you see how Wilt Chamberlain, his team was helping him get it. They were doing the free throws, fouling so he can shoot. And then Kobe, and modern
Y'all
NBA.
remember he did that on Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That's probably. And also, you guys remember towards the end of towards labrum, or his rotator cuff.
Yeah.
He was like playing with just the left hand. It was just so much heart, and then that's a season-ending injury. And he finishes the game. I remember the post interview. He's all nonchalant, like, "No, I'll be back." Obviously, he didn't play again that year, but I just remember the psych, like, I'm gonna be here in his head. Yeah. The doctors have to force me to say I'm done. You know what I mean?
What's crazy about the Achilles injury is that so he had to take those free throws in order to be considered for his return.
Mm-hmm.
So he thought that he could come back after that.
It's the toughest son of a gun.
Yeah. He inspired Klay Thompson when he was fucking ass did the hamstring too against the Toronto.
Yep.
Yeah. He was like he went inside, he came back out the tunnel, took his 2 free throws, and then he started running back up. Like, nah, bro, chill. Kobe, man, fucking Kobe. I don't have favorite moments of Kobe, man. I ain't gonna lie. Every moment was a favorite moment. He was just a fucking animal. I'm gonna have to narrow down to just 1 or 2. That's cheating. Obviously, the 60-point game. That's legend.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Greatest way to end this career ever.
As your final game.
That's like in baseball, hitting like 5 home runs or 4 home runs in the game.
As your final game, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Fucking Kobe.
I remember that as you think, because that was the Warriors to break the record.
Right.
There was their 73.
So that was the 2 biggest shows in town.
And I'm watching the Lakers game at the time, not the Warriors. My dad's a Warriors fan. I took that TV over. I was like, no, Kobe is going off. Because they were scraping whoever they were playing.
And this was like a 38-year-old putting up all these points on you.
Right. Yeah. All right, you ready? Kobe Bryant. Matt Barnes.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah?
Come on.
The flinch?
What flinch?
What
flinch?
Yeah.
That was crazy. I flinched. I was like, man, what the fuck? Like, but just that, dude. Like,
it just shows you.
Will. I mean, like, he was like, ain't nothing facing
Mamba mentality.
Mamba mentality. Another distraction, right? Chris Rock. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kobe Bryant's here, dude. I think they're losing. I think they're down to the Jazz. I want to say that. Don't quote me on that one. But he just has his towel on there, and Chris Rock is just talking, cracking jokes and shit at him. And Kobe Bryant's just fucking sweating, dripping down. He's like, focus on the game. He didn't let that shit fucking like bother him. Like, how do you not let it? No fucking. That was nasty. The Olympics.
Yeah.
The Olympics.
When he was like the OG on the team was like young LeBron and them.
That was the Redeem team.
The Redeem team.
That was the Redeem team.
Yeah.
I just remember every time he made the big shot, he would like grit the teeth and do the face, and it was just
Tell me why that was one of them. I hated that.
I love Kobe. Everything. See, this was a get. I remember the All-Star game towards the end of his career when he was no longer the man and he was trying to guard LeBron full out.
Yeah.
He just blocked his shot twice.
He got him. That was LeBron's first year in Miami.
Stupid ass Drake ruined that whole shot.
I don't remember.
When he was about to clamp him down, right? And then Drake gets up. And then they take a picture, and then the picture doesn't come out because it's stupid ass Drake in his shirt.
I don't remember any of that.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah.
It was in Toronto.
I believe you.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're lying. I just don't
No,
know.
it was a good one. Yeah, and
It was during the game.
Yeah, it was during the game. It was when LeBron fucking went like this up, right?
Yeah,
Fucking
I
clapped.
remember.
See, I remember all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then dumbass Drake had that. He had a Kobe jacket on.
Did he have one?
Yeah.
That's what he reposted that from.
Yeah.
I seen Drake shout out him. He was wearing a Kobe. I was like, damn, where'd you get that from now? But now that makes sense because he's in
Because
Toronto.
he ruined the fucking picture.
Like
fucking asshole.
I just go ahead.
Just gotta. I mean, just looking to wrap this up. I mean, it's just we all have remember so much about this guy, and it's crazy. It's just like one player, one man. It's like we'll have that much of an impact, but we can talk about this forever. And it's like, I have spoken about it forever. It's like I've been having conversations nonstop about Kobe Bryant.
This is my first
Hey,
time
stop!
talking about
Hey,
it.
hey, and stop making memes, man. Fucking asshole.
I don't have social
Fuck
media.
the
People
internet.
making jokes.
One of them is just like.
I don't want to hear about it. Is it,
I mean, it's lightweight.
they're mean spirited.
No, it's not mean spirit. It's funny because it's like I think about it and I'm like, one of them is going up there and Jesus locks down Kobe Bryant. I mean, because Kobe Bryant is like so competitive that he's gonna take. I mean, but I'm like,
That's not
I'm like that. I'm like, yo, like, relax. Let this shit play out.
Right, too soon.
I just want to say before we wrap up though, I want to give some thoughts to his wife and the rest of his kids.
man,
We
that's
didn't mention them.
that's
That, she
And the
had
other family members that are still here of
One-
the deceased families.
one family on there lost everyone but a daughter.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
His daughter just lost her sister, her dad, and it's crazy.
So I think just showing love to Vanessa
Yeah.
and the rest of the girls and everyone else.
And that little girl that lost her whole family, man.
Maybe maybe we find out, Vanessa said she's looking to set up a foundation for the families. Let's try to start helping promote it anywhere we can, our show, our networks, just like that. Let's just, the little quid bit we can do, everyone can do a little quid bit here.
I don't think I'm ever going to be the same after this. In positive, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like this, not to get too much, but when they say God always has a plan, he does things. Mm-hmm. And I think this is going to push everyone forward to be better, to always, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I can't quite get the words for it.
Strive for the best.
Yeah, strive for the best. Never give up. Show your, you know what I'm saying? You're saying about the loved ones. I think that across the world, because Kobe had reached all the way to China, everywhere.
Right.
So we're talking about how this game was just so.
So I think and it's sad to say because so many people lost. But Kobe's death, I think it's
sparking.
It's going to have, it's going to have to help the positive change we need in this world right now.
Sometimes you got to sacrifice something for the bigger picture, like like you said. They took an angel, man. God has been taking a life.
Gianna, everyone else, all love for those.
R.I.P. Anybody that's gone already in this early 2020, man. 2020 has been a fucking check.
It's been a hell of a first month.
Yeah.
I was having a good month, personally.
Shit.
Before the